lately have been spending less and less time on social media. And I got on yesterday to post a video, and while it was uploading, I decided to scroll through my feed. And what I saw was absolutely disgusting. It was appalling. And I'm exhausted because I see so many of you falling into this trap of conflating one thing with something that is no way related. I'm seeing the very people who want to decry the outrage machine of the media doing exactly that, being the outrage machine. A young boy died the other day, and he was a white child, and he was murdered by a black man. That is true. And that is a tragedy. That's horrific. It was uncalled for. There is no way to justify anything of that nature. But at this point, you people are taking a family's tragedy and you're trying to turn it into something it is not. I'm seeing these posts that are just, I keep coming back to the word appalling, disgusting. I don't know any other way to describe it. Heartbreaking. People trying to use this tragedy and say, well, we're not out rioting and looting. That's good. You shouldn't be out rioting or looting. No one should. That's fantastic. Good job. You're so very moral. I ask you this. If you were out rioting and looting, or since we want to lump all protesters in with rioters and looters, protesting, if you're out protesting, exactly what with this incident would you be protesting? What? What would be your hope? What would you hope to accomplish with your protest? Because protests are against something. The man in question who murdered a child was immediately arrested. He is behind bars, and he will likely spend the rest of his life there or be executed. No one's saying that he shouldn't be. So what, I ask you, are you protesting? You're either intentionally missing the point or you are intellectually incapable of grasping the idea that your country isn't perfect. I challenge you. I challenge you. If you think this is the same thing, go watch George Floyd's death. You can watch his death. You can watch a police officer who is supposed to serve and protect kneel on another human being's life kneel on his neck for over 8 minutes. And for a good portion of that, he's got his hands in his pockets. You can watch as the other officers around him do nothing. You can watch a man draw his last breath with someone's knee on his neck. A man with his hands in his pockets. I challenge you, watch that video. I challenge you. And ask yourself if anybody deserves that. And then wonder what you should be protesting. The argument, of course, is that cops kill more white people. That's why you should be protesting. No one should be getting killed by cops. George Floyd's alleged crime was trying to spend a $20 bill that happened to be counterfeit. Whether he knew it was counterfeit or not, who knows? His life was worth less than $20. Is a child's death a tragedy? Absolutely. Is it outrageous? Absolutely. Is it morally reprehensible? Absolutely. And that man will spend the rest of his life behind bars, as he should. Because that's how justice system should work. These two things are not the same thing, and you know it. Watch that video. Don't look away. Don't you dare look away. You probably can't do it. You certainly can't do it and think to yourself that these two things are the same. I'm Chad Rushing.